Garrett, did you want to talk a little bit about why there's a stigma among males and people of color around therapy and mental health?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really important topic. I'll start with the males. So I grew up in an environment, inner city, grew up in the hood, in the projects, where all of the guys I hung around, we were never encouraged to talk. We were never encouraged. It was always, you solve your problems with your hands,
Right.
or you talk over people with your anger,
Right.
or you just don't engage.
Right, like why are you being all emotional? Like
Yeah,
almost as if
exactly.
emotions were something that you're not allowed to have.
Exactly. And so when you grow up and you live in a mindset of never being able to process what you're feeling or what you're seeing around you, I have a belief that stuff, it lingers. It stays with you. Even how we were talking about physicality earlier, it can affect you physically. And so it's one of the things I do like about the mental health awareness that the world has been bringing out in the last few years is that there is an encouragement for males to talk, to process these things, because we live in patterns of behavior for so long that that are toxic, and I use that word very carefully, but yeah, it's toxic. So I do have a passion about men specifically being able to say, listen, I'm sorry, or I'm going through this, will you help me?
Right.
Even as a married man, sometimes I'll admit that when we first got married, I was taught that you lead your wife in a way where you never have to lean on her, she leans on you.
I second that. Obviously we had pre-marriage counseling, so all of that stuff was corrected. That false idea,
absolutely,
right there, was corrected before we got married. But growing up, I thought the same thing.
Yep. That and we are supposed to lead our wives, and we are. So I don't think the balance should be completely out of whack. But leading your wife in a way that is loving means that, listen, I'm a sinner too, and I need support. I need encouragement when my day is going bad, or if I'm finding myself in a depressive season. I can go to my wife and say, listen, I'm falling short right now.
Right.
Will you pray for me? Will you be there? Will you be there with me? And having the freedom to be able to do that and to say that is extremely important. And it's pretty much the same for, I think, for people of color. It's we're taught that we have to be aggressive, and we have to work 10 times harder than the Caucasians around us. And again, living in that can cause you to just be in this tense emotional lifestyle all the time without any release, without being able to say, listen, I'm going through. So yeah, I am pretty passionate about those two demographics specifically, but again, there are also things that pertain to humans in general, to all of mankind, because at the end of the day, we are all descended from one man and woman.
Right.
And so yeah, I think it is just important that we learn how to talk. Sometimes therapy is designated as something that's it has to be medication. It has to be this very clinical thing, when in reality, therapy is just being able to process what you're going through. Whether it's with a pastor, whether it's with a counselor, a doctor. I'm not completely against medication, but again, the value is found in the talking and the processing.
Right.
Amen. Broke it down for us again.
Yeah.
I love passing the mic to Garrett, 'cause he says what I wanted to say, but he says it very calmly, and he just states it so well.
That's good.
Thank you.